riding on the top now, so hopefully it won't slide back.
Well, you can count on it. You think it's
So close. Oh, that's good. That was a good push. Yeah, there's no point blocking it. It definitely has the potential to slide the wrong way. Come on. Alright. How many plays? Robert's got so many.
Try that.
Alright, 30 plays. Can I do it in 30 plays? Oh, that didn't move it at all. Come on. That's it. That helps. Robert was going to play a different machine, and then all of a sudden everyone came out of the woodworks. It's like they knew. Little sharks swimming. Like, huh, what does he want to do? Alright, 15 more. This group right here. Okay, this should be a good. Oh man, that was not a good push. I thought it was going to be a good push. It was not. Moved it a little. So close. Oh man. Oh, we did find some more metal. Alright, let's see. That's 20 plays. Can I? Come on, fall. Oh, and we just got 50. Alright, that's gonna help. Oh man, fall already. Right here. Oh. This is ridiculous. It's like when it gets this close, it doesn't do anything. And it just slid backwards. Oh man, did you see that, Robert? It just slid. Oh. Alright, come on, come on, come on. And then we're going to get a bonus. You might get that stock. Bonus will be 20. I was right. 20. Oh man, I know.
He's doing circles. Doc, don't do this.
Don't do it, Maurice. Don't do it.
Oh.
That's a slap in the face right there. Oh,
There it is.
No, now he's stuck right. This is never ending.
Come on, Spot.
There we go. There he comes. And there's our Tribble. There's the last medal if you see anything. You're close to a bonus.
I don't want it.
Alright, you don't want a bonus. Alright, so we already cleaned this out. This is basically 600 plays right here. All sorts of cards once to get in the car. I don't really miss them right now. So one Tribble, 600 plays. There we go. Hello. We just left Dave & Buster's. We ended up only playing, I played Star Trek, Robert played Beanbag Toss and Zombie Snatcher. Catcher? Snatcher? Catcher?
Catcher. I don't know.
Shoot. I think it's called Zombie Snatcher. Anyway, those are the only games we played, and it's just the time got away because I ended up having to get a worker to help me, and so we had to go because we had to be home by a certain time. And so I had a whole bag full of coins, and I mentioned this in the video, but the volume's not always the best, so I'm gonna repeat myself. We were doing the how many coins do I have, how many, so it was like 500 coins, not 500 coins, but 500 plays. And then I was just gonna do a video showing what we could win for the 500 plays. So Robert's feeding them in, and towards the end I started recording him, and when he reached like 500 it reset to 0, and I'm like, what? And so I immediately got a worker, and thank goodness I was recording it because he asked to see the video, because the machines should not have any limit whatsoever. There should be, it could have unlimited plays, which I kind of thought that because I swear I've seen like a couple other arcade people do like 2,000 plays on Star Trek. And so he took out the coins out of the hopper and refed them, and sure enough, when he reached 500 plays it reset. So he was super nice about it, and he's like, oh my god, you know, I'm so sorry. And he gave me all my tokens back, and I ended up playing my 500 plays, and then of course I got bonuses, so it was more than 500 plays, and then I did 75s twice, and so what is that, like six, I don't know, maybe 700 plays, and I got this cup full, and I was just gonna do the 500 and walk away, but you know how it is, as soon as you're getting ready to walk away, guess what gets thrown on the playing field? Oh yes, a Tribble, just a plain Tribble, but a Tribble nonetheless. So I couldn't leave, I had to play for that Tribble. And so I got this huge stack of cards, and then not as many tokens. I didn't cash them in. We gotta go home. And so I am so glad. This is a new worker. I had never seen him before, but he said he's tested out the machines and he knows it does more than 500. So maybe it's just like I think he said like a computer chip or whatever. Super nice guy. But I am glad that I had it on video. I really am glad that I had it on video. And he had like no problem that I'm recording, because you know, you hear about some arcades that hate when you record. I've never had a problem at my Dave & Buster's about recording, but I've heard about the California Dave & Buster's not allowing recording. Never had an issue, and so he didn't care that I was recording. And you know what, I'd really be quite bummed if Dave & Buster's gave me a problem recording, and they'd lose my business. So, and I spent a lot of money at Dave & Buster's. We'll come back. I did walk through the arcade room because last week I mentioned that I was going to do, because they have new prizes that started March 1st or March 4th, and the prize room looked half empty. I talked to my favorite guy, and he's like, yep, they're still getting stuff. So their corporate office is in Dallas, Texas, and Dallas is what does they call it? It's like the distribution center? The worldwide headquarters is in Dallas, Texas, and everything is shipped out from there, and they're still waiting on certain stuff, and so there was a lot of empty spots. So no, I did not do a prize room tour like I said I was going to. I'm waiting until all the spots are full, because just walking through today, I didn't feel like there was anything new. Did you feel like there was anything new? It looked like the same old stuff. They did have a claw machine that I thought, Robert said he saw that last week, but I'm not gonna get it because I already have like a Moji claw machine, and I'm like, how many claw machines do I need? And I have an alarm clock machine. I just don't have a room for another one. It looked pretty nice, but I don't need 3 claw machines, toy claw machines. Now, if I had a regular full size, oh yeah, that would be cool. But it was a play toy one. So I will eventually do the arcade room tour as soon as, prize room. I wish I had an arcade room. I will do Dave & Buster's prize room tour as soon as they're finished. And is something wrong?
Just that person keeps trying to figure out what you're doing.
Oh, he just He's fascinated by my
So I
recording.
can either go faster, which I can actually.
People, don't look into this car. You keep driving. I'm not bugging you.
Exactly.
So anyway, we used our tickets for lunch again, and I always tease Robert. He's buying me lunch. He hasn't bought me lunch yet. His tickets are still accumulating. We have a play card when we first started that had 16,000 tickets on it before I switched to my main one. We're just using up that card. But eventually, Robert will buy me lunch. One day. One day he'll have to break into his. He's shaking his head no. He's like, he's hoarding those tickets. What are you up to? Like 185, 200,000?
I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know. Whatever. We'll check next time.
It seemed like we had been there a long time today for some
It was a long day. You know what? It was a long day. We've had a lot happen. We weren't really there that long, but we've had a lot going on. And Robert's watching the market, and that makes him antsy. And then I had some news that was unsettling, and so it's just one of those days. I actually might go home and take a nap after I have another margarita because it's one of those days. It's just. But you know what? I had planned to go to the arcade before all this drama happened, and I needed some videos, so we went. And so it kind of, when you have other stuff on your mind, it kind of takes the fun out of the arcade. But I'm a trooper. I went and I got a Tribble, so it was worth the trip. And anyway, I'm gonna go home, and I'm not taking a nap. I forgot. I can't. I'm cooking corned beef and corned beef and cabbage, and the corned beef takes 3 hours. So I'm gonna go home and start the corned beef, and hopefully tomorrow will be a better day. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons, and I will see you later.